Yo, what up guys, I'm Sammy and welcome back to the Soul Brothers channel, and this is my performance review of the Curry Flow 8. So shout out to Eastbay for sending these out. If you guys do want to get it, I'll leave a link in the description box to Eastbay's site. They're dope because they have a lot of colorways available as well as team colorways too. So if you need a shoe with team colors, they are the site to go to. So again, links are below. So the Curry 8, I'm just gonna call it the Curry 8, is going for 160 bucks. The Curry 7 was only going for 140 bucks. So they upped the price a lot for the Curry 8 and $20, which is kind of insane. But anyways, let's get started right off with the Tracciones, right? So this is a very peculiar shoe, a very special shoe, I would say. There is absolutely no rubber on the shoe. And you'd be like, why is there no rubber, dude? There should be rubber on most or all shoes, right? That's what I thought too, but that they decided to not put rubber on this shoe, not even a little bit, not even like little pods or like a little portion of the outsole on the high wear area. It's just, there's no rubber at all, you know? Like for example, in the Epic Reacts or just Nike runners in general, they try to make the shoe as light as possible. And to do that, obviously they try to remove rubber because rubber is fairly heavy. And they just put like, you know, like I said, little pods or whatever, for example, in the Epic Reacts, but they didn't do that here. And as you guys know, I've been playing outdoors only in this, and it's really good. So if you guys can see the durability, there's really not a whole lot of issues. I'm very, very surprised at the durability. And I was going hard. You know, I was really trying to test it out, see how durable it was. And in the high wear areas, I will admit it is looking like not too good, but it's still pretty good. You know, it's holding up better than some shoes that have rubber. You know, for example, like the LeBron Witness 5 and the Kyrie 7 were just terrible. The outdoor court just ate through that, and the Curry 8 held its own. I definitely wouldn't say only play outdoors in it, but you definitely can. And on a scale of 1 to 5, I would say like 4. It's that good for durability. I'm super surprised. So good job to Under Armour and Curry brand. Y'all did it, and I don't know how they did it because foam is not durable at all, but you know, they pulled it off there. And also trying this traction out on the outdoor court, it was awesome. There was zero problems with consistency. It was a super consistent bite throughout the entire time I played with it. It also had an insane bite. So if you guys don't know, didn't notice, I didn't really notice either. If you look at rubber, if you look at the slow-mo footage, it stops after sliding maybe like an inch or two, right? And that's true for most rubber outsoles. If it's really good, it'll stop pretty damn hard and maybe like a centimeter or something like that. But most of them kind of slide a little bit, right? But with this foam, it just stops like immediately, and the stop is even a little too crazy. That's how crazy the stop is. And just trying it on my wood floors, and also asking you guys, shout out to the Soul Squad, you guys were saying the outsole was very good and consistent. You guys are very lucky because you guys can play on indoor court. But anyways, yeah, so I'm taking your guys' word for it, and from my experience, the outsole is really, really good. It's durable too. All right, moving on to the heel to toe transition. Super smooth in the shoe. If you guys can see the shape in the heel, look at that. It's just a very nice curved shape. So super smooth. You have a good amount of heel compression as well, so it doesn't feel clunky at all in the heel. And then here in the forefoot, you have a nice curved shape and a lot of forefoot flex, as you guys can see. So heel to toe transition is super smooth in the shoe. Feels pretty much like a running shoe, right? All right, moving on to the cushioning setup. So this is a new cushioning system or a new foam technology, and they're calling it the Under Armour Flow. And it is awesome, guys. It feels really responsive. You don't feel a whole lot of lag, and you don't feel slow in it, but it's also like soft, you know? Like here in the heel, you definitely get a good amount of compression. It feels soft underneath your foot. In the forefoot, I would say it's more like stiff. You know, you don't really get all too much here in the forefoot. There definitely is a little bit of an offset as well. Impact protection was pretty good. I wouldn't say it's the best for impact protection, especially since I was playing on an outdoor court, but it was definitely good enough to where like my feet didn't really hurt, my knees didn't feel uncomfortable or anything. And it's just a really comfortable, like no BS type of cushioning setup, right? So you're not gonna really feel like a lot of bounce. You're not gonna feel crazy compression or crazy softness. I don't know, for example, like in the KD13 with the full length zoom strobo, or like the LeBron 18 or something like that. But if you want something very responsive, low to the ground with adequate impact protection, and it's soft but like not too soft, then this is a great cushioning setup. Just don't expect like too much, you know what I'm saying? Not saying the cushioning is bad, just don't get your hopes up is what I'm trying to say. All right, moving on to the material. So we have a knit material throughout this entire upper. It feels nice, it feels soft, it doesn't feel like it's glued down really at all. So it conforms to your foot really well. It's comfortable, it's cozy. If you guys can see, like here near the edge of the toe box, the knit is a little bit more tightly woven so that you get a little bit more durability if you do toe drags. And then here in the middle of the toe box, we can see the knit is a little bit more spaced apart for ventilation and also like thinning it out a little bit there. It is a one booty upper, there is no tongue. And then the ankle collar has a very stretchy knit with this very high heel tab, which makes the shoe super easy to put on. You just slide your foot in like a slipper and tighten up the laces and you're good to go. It's also super easy to take off too. I just really like these types of materials. And then here where the tongue's supposed to be, you have an ultra stretchy knit too, so that stretches over your foot as well. Here on the lateral and medial side of the shoe, we have like a synthetic material, and like for 160 bucks, I don't think this is a great material. So yeah, the materials feel cozy, feels thin, it feels minimal, it feels comfortable. It's just a great overall material. I absolutely love it. And like I keep saying, it feels like a runner, you know, like the Ultra Boost or like the Epic React. If you've tried those shoes on and you think those are comfortable, this feels pretty much exactly the same, which is a really good thing. And then here in the ankle area, we have I wouldn't say an Achilles pad, but there is a good amount of foam here on top of the ankle, which helps lock your heel down, and it feels great where your Achilles is. All right, moving on to the fit. Okay, so the fit is kind of weird in the shoe. So, oh no, it's not weird, it runs short. So I'll go up half a size. And even still, it's kind of like right there. My toe is kind of right there, right at the edge of the shoe. So be careful on that. The shoe definitely does run short. You know when you kind of do like a pull-up jumper and then your feet kind of goes like this, right? So you go boom, boom, and then you go for a shot, right? So then when I was doing that, my feet goes like this, right? I don't know what it was in this shoe, but like my foot would kind of like bang here in the toe box, like right at the tip of the toe, and it would hurt my big toe a little bit, you know, in both shoes actually. So I don't know if it's because it's too short, but I did go up half a size with this shoe. So I don't know what the problem is, because like when I'm just standing around, the fit is actually very nice, you know, it's super snug here. I would say the length is perfect for going up half a size, which I did. But anyways, so just watch out for the toe banging. Here in the toe box, it's pretty damn snug, and width-wise, I would say it's slightly narrow, just like all Currys have been. So the fit is good, just make sure to go up half a size. If you have a wide foot or you have a thick ass foot, I would suggest going up a full size. All right, moving on to support and lockdown. So for me personally, I had no issues with lateral containment. As you guys can see, the foam does come up a lot. Basically on this entire lateral side, it does come down a little bit here in the forefoot, but also you have this synthetic material which is also acting as a lateral counter. So I had no issues with lateral containment, but my foot would move around a little bit in the shoe because the material is pretty damn soft. So I'm not saying I had any issues. I just felt my foot kind of like moving around a little bit in the shoe, and it didn't feel super secure, kind of like in the Jordan 35, for example, which had really good support. I mean, it definitely wasn't bad, and like I said, it wasn't like a deal breaker or anything, but I feel like if you're a little bit bigger and if you're a little bit heavier, you're definitely gonna feel a little bit more of that. So just be careful on that. Also, lateral stability is good. There's no outrigger, but the foam, I guess the foam has a little bit of an outrigger, right? But the shoe has a low, wide, stable base, and you're not gonna have any issues with lateral instability. All right, moving on to the ventilation. Ventilation is super good. There's a little bit of airflow. Like if you kind of feel underneath this upper, there is an underlaying material. It doesn't feel like it's glued down or anything, but that does kind of like mess up the overall airflow for the shoe. But you can still kind of feel the airflow, like just a little bit. And ventilation is really good, you know. My foot wasn't really getting super hot in it or anything. And then moving on to the aesthetics, I like it. I don't know about you guys. I don't know, it seemed like a lot of you guys did not like it. There was a lot of comments saying it looks like Skechers, it looks like budget shoes or whatever. But I don't know, I like the simple design, and I like how it looks like a runner. I don't mind the look of running shoes, and I feel like it has kind of like a unique look to it because not a lot of basketball shoes look like running shoes, you know what I'm saying? So I like it. Tell us what you guys think of the aesthetics down in the comment section below. So wrapping things up, if you guys didn't already see the top PG list of 2020, this shoe is absolutely insane. I love playing in this shoe, right? And it's awesome. The traction is insane. Also durable, which was one thing that I was super worried about, but to be honest, I didn't really need to be worried about it, right? The cushion is also super nice. I would say the nicest cushion in Curry's entire line. Materials are amazing with this knit. Support and lockdown, I didn't have any issues. It's a very, very lightweight shoe. Oh, I forgot to weigh this. All right, I believe we already weighed this in the first impressions. I believe it was pretty damn light. Yeah, 10.62 ounces. Oh my goodness. Yeah, 10.83 ounces. So a super duper lightweight shoe. The average weight of my shoes is 12.5 ounces. So anywhere in like the 10 ounces range is considered super light. So very, very light, very, very minimal shoe. And I feel like most people will enjoy playing in it. You know, if you're a big man, I probably not the best option, but if you're a guard, you will 100% enjoy playing in this shoe. I really liked it. So that about concludes my review on the Curry 8. Again, if you guys do want to cop, I'll leave a link in the description box to eSpay. But that's it. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one.